What are the best practices for organizing server logic in Flask? Are you curious about how to keep your Flask application organized and efficient? Let's break down some best practices for structuring your server logic effectively. This will help you manage your application better, especially when working with application, programming interfaces, and databases. First up, consider using blueprints. Blueprints allow you to divide your Flask application into smaller, manageable sections. Each section can handle its own routes and logic. For instance, you might have one blueprint for user authentication and another for managing blog posts. This modular approach simplifies maintenance and testing since each blueprint operates like a mini application. Next, let's talk about the application factory pattern. Instead of creating a single Flask application instance, you should define a factory function that creates and configures your application. This method offers flexibility and makes testing easier. You can register blueprints dynamically and set up different configurations for development, testing, or production environments. It is also essential to separate concerns in your application. Keep your root functions straightforward by moving business logic to service modules. Routes should primarily focus on handling HTTP requests and responses. Business logic, such as database interactions or external application programming interface calls, should reside in service modules. Additionally, use schemas to validate and serialize data, ensuring a clean and consistent application programming interface contract. Organizing your folder structure logically is another key practice. Create a clear layout that groups related files together. For example, you can have a folder for routes, another for services, one for schemas, and a separate one for database models. This organization helps developers quickly locate and update code related to specific features. When defining create, read, update, and delete operations, be explicit in your routes. Use the appropriate HTTP methods like post, get, put, and delete. This clarity aligns with application programming interface design principles and makes your application intuitive for users. Managing sensitive settings is also critical. Use configuration files or environment variables to keep secret keys and database connection strings outside your codebase. This practice enhances security and allows for easy changes without modifying the code. Testing your server logic is vital to ensure everything functions as expected. Utilize testing frameworks like PyTest to write unit tests for your routes, services, and database interactions. This practice supports maintainability and helps catch bugs early in the development process. Lastly, document your application programming interface endpoints clearly. Maintain documentation for your routes, expected inputs, and outputs. Tools like Swagger or Flasker can help generate interactive documentation from your code, making it easier for others to understand and use your backend. By following these best practices, you will create a Flask backend that is organized and easy to work with. This approach supports a clear separation of concerns, making backend development straightforward and efficient.